Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. As promised in last Sunday's video, I'm getting back to making some coin videos. So this is going to go up on Wednesday, and what I've got right here is my jar of wrapped pennies that I got from my uncle as part of his coin collection. I've also got the red book back here, which shows various coin mintages and prices. So I've got that turned to the penny page so I can give you some information on these cool rolls right here. Now, one version of the definition of coin cherry picking is going through collections like this and looking for any valuable coins. So these are just regular coins. So someone my uncle kind of looked through these and he determined that he didn't find anything super rare or valuable in here. So he kind of turned them over to me, and now I can go through and maybe I can find some cool stuff that he missed. Or at the very least, I can make some nice, cool videos and share them with you. So he wrote cool messages on each of these when he started collecting them. You can also see these old coin wrappers are pretty cool. So we've got a made in the USA right here, steel strong, tubular, I believe that's what it says. Now some of these old rolls, this is another one of the same brand, but some of them would actually say what bank they came from. So I've found some so this one right here is one of them. So this one comes to you from Greenwich, Connecticut, is where they either the bank that had these rolls or maybe where they made the rolls all together. But as you can imagine, most of those roll productions have probably gone overseas now. So I picked out one roll right here. It says save circulated coins, memorials right here. So we're not going to find any wheatbacks in this population, but still we might find some cool stuff that's worth sharing with you. And if we don't find anything super cool, well, I guess we'll definitely find something super cool because these are coins and you can kind of make the most out of each situation and find a coin that you'll enjoy. So let me open up this roll right here. Now, I'm not going to be wearing gloves. If you're super particular, you might want to put on gloves and just in case you do find something valuable. But these are all circulated coins. It says so right on the wrapper. All right, so we've got the wrapper out, and now I'm just going to paw through these, and we can see that there are some different colors to them. Here, I just adjusted the light for you right there. So maybe that's something we could talk about. Let me get some ones that have a different color toning to them. So this one right here, this 1972. I'm going to get this 1972. These two right here, and then I'll get one that's maybe a red-brown, and then one that's a full, here's another one, red-brown, and then this one right here will represent the full brown. So we've got a little bit of the different color spectrum right here. So we've got what would be considered a red coin on the left right here. So the natural color of these copper coins is going to be reddish. And when you're determining the value of the coin, one of the first things that you have to determine is the coloring of the coin. So you might look up various abbreviations online. You'll see RD, you'll see RB, and you'll see BN. So the BN ones, that would be this coin represented right here. Now this is just brown. So when a majority of the coin surface has already kind of reacted to the atmosphere will cause the copper coloring to turn brown. That would be considered brown. So we've got a 1971 right here on the right. Interesting, we got a Denvermint, and Denvermint. That wasn't planned, but worked out pretty well that way. We'll look at the mintages, and maybe there'll be a reason why 1972 and 71, the Denvermints are so common. We've actually got a 69 up here and a 72. So all of these happen to be from Denver. So if we're moving on a little bit to the left right here, I selected this one as a kind of a approximation for what you might see with the RB. So RB stands for red brown. And once the oxidization and the chemicals in the atmosphere react to the surface in the copper, it will start to turn it from that red color, like we see right here, to this. So this is kind of the transition. And generally, people consider red brown to be anywhere between 10% and 90% of the coin is that reddish color to it. And then if we go to the left right here, now I'm actually going to move these out so I can try and adjust the lighting a little bit. We'll see this coin right here. It's got a lot, almost all of that original red coloring to it. Now it does have some scratches on it, which would hold back on its value. But because that has the kind of 90% plus red coloring to it, that would be considered a red coin. So that's going to increase the value of this 1972. Now, unfortunately, it's not going to be worth more than face value unless it's got an error to it, because there were so many of these made. But if you find one that's got this great coloring to it, limited amount of scratches, that's when you really got to focus in on if there's any errors that exist on the coin. So for the 1972, give me 1 minute here while I get to my resources that I have to pull up. 1972. So for 1972, there is a double die obverse. So the obverse is the front side of the coin right here. So that means the die was struck twice. So it struck and then kind of ricocheted a little bit, or maybe there was a big ricochet, maybe there was a small one, maybe it just kind of bounced a little bit, but that will cause a DDO, a double die obverse. And those ones, according to the source I'm looking at, are known to exist and worth just under $800 in great condition. So my advice to everyone going through some of these kind of old rolls is to find the coins that are in great shape, then take a microscope and kind of look at them and look for the double dies or other error coins. Now I mentioned we'd talk about the mintages of these ones right here, just so we could kind of understand maybe why there were so many Denver coins that came up. So for what have we got here? 1972 is this one right here. This is a 1972 as well. So 1972 at the Denver Mint, there were 2.6 billion that were made. 2,665,071,440 of these were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, so those ones won't have a mint mark on them for 1972. There are 2.9 billion of them that were made. Now, my uncle lives on the East Coast here, so he would always kind of hold on to the Denver coins or the San Francisco mint mark coins, because those were a little bit more special to him than the regular Philadelphia mint coins. Now, at the San Francisco Mint, there are only 376 million of them that were made in 1972. So of the 1972 coins, San Francisco Mint, much more rare, just under 10 times more rare, or 10 times more rare than the Denver and the Philadelphia Mint coins. A 1972 D coin at a mint state 65, according to the Red Book, that's going to be worth 30 cents. So mint state 65, keep in mind the scale goes all the way up to 70. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just kind of starting to get back into it. So I've got to get all my resources set up, all my books out, and I'll work on kind of getting my setup back to normal. But hopefully the audio came out all right and you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you're having a great day, and best of luck coin collecting out there, everyone. Enjoy.